Hello, hello, my Winnie people. How are you? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to another podcast. And guess who we have here? You're not going to believe we have a guest of honor, Tiffany Harms.
Yay.
I'm Tiffany Harms. I've been a mobile notary and a loan signing agent for 15 years now in the IE area and Southern California area. What I do is I sign loans. That's the majority of what I do and get those transactions closed for you.
So let's go and start with a few of the questions that we have, and I'm sure that a lot of the people out there have, okay? So what is the role of a notary, and what is a notary?
So a notary is we actually witness your buyers or your borrowers, depending if it's a refinance or a purchase. We witness them that they are actually in front of us, that Tom Jones is in front of us and he is signing for his loan, and we are going to make sure that he is in fact who he is and sign the documents and close and get that loan funded. So that's my role. That's what a notary does. I witness them signing. The role in the loan industry is I make sure that the loan documents are completed seamlessly, no mistakes, no missignatures to get that loan closed the following day.
Well, bienvenidos a todos. Yo les hablo en español a los clientes porque ella también habla español poquitico, pero es importante que sepan que esta información que tenemos aquí es para todo el mundo.
Sí.
Who knows that the role of this lady here is sumamente importante? Es tan importante como la de un realtor, como la de un lender, porque el ejercicio o el rol que ella desempeña dentro de una transacción puede literalmente matar el deal.
Sí, es de verdad que podemos aumentar el deal.
Así es, así
A
es.
veces porque necesita firmar todos los documentos correctos, necesita poner la fecha en la préstamo igualmente que la fecha que tienen los documentos, necesita notarizar todo correcto también para cerrar el préstamo. So sí, podemos kill the deal.
Ajá, kill the deal.
Yes.
Y por esa razón fue que hoy trajimos a esta hermosa mujer que además me identifico porque tenemos una mezcla aquí entre mexicano y colombiano. Ella es mex y colombiana también. So, súper por ese lado, me encanta.
Me gusta.
Exótica, mex, Colombian mex. Excelente, love it. So, pero lo más importante es que ustedes que están allí entiendan que dentro de la transacción tenemos un rol tan importante como lo es la notary. Y aquí vamos a hablar precisamente acerca de esas tareas fundamentales, essentials, que ella tiene que hacer como notary en el momento en que se están firmando los documentos. For example, what happened when the buyer is signing the documents and ask you about the terms, about, hey, Tiffany, what is this? Why my loan terms is in that way? Están preguntando todo el tiempo qué es lo que están firmando. You can explain everything with them, or what is your response?
Well, as a notary, we're not allowed to advise. But whatever's in front of us, black and white, we can definitely show you. That's why it's key that your notary is educated in the mortgage and loan industry to know where to find the information that's in front of them and let the client know. For instance, the CD disclosure, that's what we go by. We let you know what the loan term is, the interest rate is, your principal and interest payment, your taxes if you're impounded or not, prepayment penalty, or a balloon payment, because a lot of people are worried about the 2008 crash. Is my rate fixed? We have to answer that simple question. Yes, it is fixed. If it is, because there are 519s that we see, only loans that we do see. So if it is fixed, I let them know in the CD disclosure. But anything other than that, like I've mentioned to everyone here, we don't know the background story. We don't know what happened to get to where we are at the signing table. So any additional information, like for example, if a client says, hey, I was told my interest rate was going to be 6.25%, not 6.5%. That's something that we have to call the lender at that time to address it, because of course the signer is not going to sign if the interest rate is higher than what they were given or told. And majority of the cases, it's because either they had to relock the rate, let's say for instance, or closing costs had to be covered, so they had to raise a 0.25% for it to cover it, and then the client's fine with it, and we go on with signing the loan. So yeah, there's things that we can explain, and that's an example of what we can't explain.
And then piggyback on that, Tiffany, a notary also, and that's why I really like that you're very highly educated on what you do. Realtors out there, please make sure you pick the correct notary. Mainly because as well, clients and sellers, that's why it's vitally important for us, once again, to educate you, right? Because a client, and I was telling Tiffany, like, a notary could definitely kill your deal. Like literally, if they malpractice, they don't give the right advice. And I like that you're saying, I could only say a certain things to a limit, right? Because it has happened to me where the client thinks the notary could give legal advice, and that is not the case. That's why you work with the lender who's right in there to answer, your calls, with the realtor who's right in there giving you that guidance. So it's vitally important who you work because it does matter. Also, I love, like Melissa said, that you are bilingual.
Yes.
Hablas el idioma de nuestra gente, ¿verdad?
Sí, yo puedo hablar español.
Ahora, Tiffany, yo como agente, ¿qué puedo hacer yo o qué herramientas puedo tener yo para hacer ese signing, ¿verdad? Esa firma o el proceso de firmar más fácil para ti y para los clientes? Que tengo que yo dejarles saber a mis clientes, a nuestros clientes, que tienen que traer el día de firmar esos documentos. ¿Me podrías decir?
Ok, a veces, 80% de las personas que están firmando están latinos. Y a veces latinos no tienen la identificación que necesita cuando estamos firmando. So, a veces tú puedes preguntar que tienes un pasaporte, tienes identificación, o podemos tener 2 testigos. Necesito 2 testigos ahí cuando no tienen identificación, no tienen una licencia, no tiene pasaporte. Eso puede ser más difícil para mí para hacerlo cuando preguntan a los clientes que trae eso para firmar.
Ahora, si ellos tienen la identificación expirada, porque eso es mucho más común, uno piensa, ¿verdad?, que no es común que uno tuviera sus papeles en orden,
No.
pero usualmente pasa que la ID está expirada, X cosa, ¿verdad? Usualmente lo acabas de decir con latinos o programas de e-teen.
Sí, e-teen.
En
Es
especial.
porque estás diciendo, porque a veces ellas no tienen la identificación. So, esas veces necesita traer 2 testigos, como puede ser una amiga, no puede ser familia, porque va a ser como
conflicto de interés.
So, necesita traer como una amiga, una persona familiar, puede ser un neighbor, tú sabes, a veces ellos pueden venir a la tiempo que tenemos la cita para firmar todo en 1 hora.
Es bien importante. Yo como lender, yo sé que tengo que asegurarme que cuando estoy tomando la aplicación, yo tenga el nombre correcto de la persona, exactamente como está saliendo en el ID.
Sí.
Porque si eso está incorrecto, va a estar todo incorrecto cuando estoy firmando, ¿cierto?
Sí, no puedo firmar. So, a veces cuando hace la doctor, las formas, necesita hacer un nombre igual. Y a veces cuando no hacen igual, yo puedo ir a la cita, yo puedo sentar con una gente, tienen la identificación, y puedo ver que no está igual y yo no puedo firmar. So, yo puedo necesitar llamar al lender, necesita escrow, no sé cuál compañía yo está trabajando en esa vez, y necesita preguntarlos que necesita hecho un redraw.
Entonces tienen que volver a sacar todos los documentos.
Y va a ser otra vez. Tú sabes cuánto tiempo va a ser, otros documentos, otra fecha, necesita llamarme para hacer otra cita, para regresar, para firmarlo.
Y como dijiste, eso puede kill a deal.
Kill the deal. Eso puede ser, kill the deal.
Importante, cuando tenemos un notario de confianza, like, oh, he's my friend, I have a friend, notary friend. Cualquier notario podría simplemente ir a tomar la firma en real estate.
Well,
Lo pregunto porque sé que tú educas, ¿sí?
Ajá. Para notario, para firmar préstamos, necesita, ¿cómo se dice? Education. You need to educate yourself.
Educación.
Necesitas saber a firmar préstamos. Y no sabes esto, por favor, no diga a nadie que tú puedes firmar documentos de préstamos, porque está como 100 páginas que necesita a saber para firmar al frente de tu cliente.
Pues tienen que saber términos, tienen que saber qué es lo que significan las cosas. O sea, eso, tiene que estar educada en lo que son los documentos de un préstamo.
Sí,
¿no?
muchos notarios no saben. A veces ellos no quieren hacerlo. Yo no quiero firmar préstamos porque yo no saben nada.
Exacto, es como una especialidad. Hay que saber de lo que están haciendo.
What advice would you give the lender or the realtor when we're using a notary or when we're picking a notary?
You know, every scenario is different. Every loan scenario is different. I don't know what picture you painted to me before I got to the loan signing. So let's just say, for instance, if the client had a sister-in-law co-signing, let me know that. Because I sometimes just have the borrower's name and I get the documents and I'm like, wait, who is Heather? Who is this person? If a lender can let me know, hey, Maria's signing, but Heather's going to co-sign and she has to sign this, this, and this. Okay, so I have to make sure both of them have to be at the signing. Communication is key if we're able to have that. Like I said to many notaries, we may not have that communication with loan officers and realtors, but if we do, I would love for them to communicate with the notary. Just tell us real quick what the scenario is or what to expect at the signing.
Right.
Because sometimes, some signings, it could be a divorced couple
Oh.
and it's not pretty. So
Yeah.
like sometimes I would love for them to tell me, hey, they're divorcing, they can't get along, but they're gonna go on the same route together. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna meet one 30 minutes before, I'm gonna meet the other one 30 minutes after. I'm not gonna charge an extra charge because I know what's gonna happen.
Drama.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I was just going to tell you, can you tell us a little bit of chisme? You know, because we
Give
don't
us
like
tea,
it,
give
but
us
just
the
a
tea.
little bit of tea.
Sí se la conocen, chisme.
Chisme. Buen chisme. What's your most memorable signing that to this day still haunts you? ¿Cuál evento
Anonymous, no.
ha pasado que desde ahorita te acuerdas que o ha sido el mejor o ha sido el peor. Cuéntanos, Tiffany.
Ándale.
Nadie sabe. Mira, nadie sabe.
Okay.
Nadie se va a dar cuenta. Solo ellos.
There's realtors that get listings, right? And sometimes they're like over the phone. They don't even know the client. They're just sending a notary out to sign a seller's packet to get the listing, right? Well, there was a listing in Pomona. I was called through a realtor in like another state. They were going to list the property. I don't know how they were going to do it, but they were going to do it. And that for me is a red flag. So I was like telling my husband, you got to park outside. You got to come with me. You got to park outside because I've never met the realtor, don't know the realtor. She just called me through Google Business page. So anyways, I get there. The house is full of aluminum foil on the windows. It's painted all black inside and out. Open the door, I smell death.
Oh my God.
So
Jesus Christ.
yes, I know death because unfortunately I've worked with seniors for 7 years, so I know the smell of death. And so I said, I'm not coming in. It's not worth it for me. You have a good day. He said, no, come in. I said, no, I'm not coming in. It's not worth the $150.
If anyone has any questions for Tiffany, if anybody else wants to know more tea, because I'm sure that she goes through a whole bunch of stuff, please tag us. Please give us your comments. We want to know about what you want to, learn. What do you want to know from Tiffany, from a notary, from a mobile notary, and also for lenders or even realtors. So anything you need, just comment and we'll get back to you guys. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Please.
Thank
Thank
you so
you
much.
so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.